By the way, we have one of the most interesting and dynamic state elections ongoing right this minute in the U.S. Where? Wisconsin. Wisconsin? Yes, Wisconsin. Voters in Wisconsin are all in for election to the state Supreme Court. Why do we care? We live in the Deep South. That's Wisconsin, for crying out loud. Yeah, but it turns out the Wisconsin Supreme Court has some very close margins for conservatives. But the liberals in Wisconsin, they want to redraw their congressional lines right now. They want to redraw them in a way that might actually help Democrats gain 2 congressional seats in the Badger State. Well, look at how close the balance of power is right now in D.C. If 2 seats get flipped to the Democrats, it could stop the Republican control of D.C. dead in its tracks. So guess which body of elected power might have the most say in that issue? And you guessed it, it's the Wisconsin Supreme Court. At this point, that race has become the most expensive race in judicial election history in the entire nation. Over $56 million has flooded into that one race for the state Supreme Court in Wisconsin. Elon Musk himself has committed millions from his own PAC for the leading Republican, and the left has been showering their liberal candidate with millions as well. The whole balance of power in the nation, the whole Trump agenda, one election in one state, Wisconsin, it could matter. Don't you think we ought to care about the election processes in the state of Wisconsin? Yeah, I do. All right, so having said all that, let me ask you, what happens when election processes, election integrity, even election laws are ignored or abused? When that happens, we get despotism, we get tyrants, we get dictators, we get disaster. You see, elections matter at every level. Anything less than the pursuit of perfection can result in tyranny, and I fear for our country if we don't set the situation right. So I'm glad that President Trump took the bold step he did last night. And we need to constantly stay on guard when it comes to protecting the integrity of our elections everywhere, local, state, federal.